Welcome back to our podcast.
Welcome to Only Friends.
I guess I should address the elephant in the room for our Patreon users. I just realized. For my hair color.
Oh. I was like, where?
We got canceled. I don't know if you
Where
saw.
is there an elephant?
So my hair is dark, and if you're on Patreon, you'll see it, obviously.
Don't leak it.
Don't leak it, please, because we have a full video coming out on Tuesday.
Yeah.
That is like the whole process. So
Oh my God, but you guys get to see it first. Your true top tier exclusive
I
content.
know. I like just that, or as soon as I hit record, I was like, my hair.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Whatever. It's fine. Yeah. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So you were like, what's happening with your hair?
I've been like tweeting
don't even
it
talk.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Please don't post it anywhere.
Yeah. And obviously just weren't confused by why my hair was a different color. I didn't say anything about it. So
it's actually really funny. TJ and Carly's hair is both this color now. So, just living a normal life over here for me.
it wasn't even on purpose either.
No.
Like TJ did not know I was doing this. And obviously I didn't know he was going. He went like pretty jet black, or at least right now it is like mine.
Yeah, your guys' hair is, I would say, like pretty much the same.
My goal was dark brown, which like it is, but right now it's giving off jet black hair because that's just what happens, I guess.
Yeah, I would say it's black. I would say both of your hair is black. And TJ didn't do black either.
Yeah, so it must just be the thing, and then it'll fade a little bit after a couple washes.
It's
I was
so crazy.
So we did it on Friday, so it's been like 3 full days of it, and like the rest of the day on Friday, every time I would pass a mirror, I'd be like, oh my, like it's black. And I was fully expecting to have really dark hair, but I was not prepared. And also when we did, you'll see in the video, but when we went, I was wearing a full black fit.
Oh my God.
And
so
so
funny.
I couldn't, it was like overdrive for me. I was like, I can't even see what I don't even know what I look like right now.
Yeah, I was like, we got to go home immediately and you have to change into like a white shirt or something.
Yeah. And then I felt a lot better.
Blended.
Yes. And then we got in her Tesla and their black seats. So I was like, I only see my pale face. Like I can't see anything else. And I don't know if I look good or not.
So funny.
But you'll see the video. It comes out on Tuesday. And if you're listening or watching on YouTube, it's already out. So it was fun. I feel like it was one of the more dramatic hair transformations we've filmed.
Oh my God, totally.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm happy with it.
It's funny too, because I feel like we're going to be clickbaiting it. Like my hair is brown, but like it's not.
No.
Your hair is black.
Yeah. I know. I was thinking like blonde to brunette hair transformation or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe we shouldn't even name the...
Just hair transformation, and then we do like your red.
Maybe.
Because she had to do her hair orange first. So like to go from blonde to where she's at, you have to put like a kind of like a toner on it. And it turned Carly's hair orange and TJ's hair orange. Carly looked a lot better than
It looked
TJ
really
did. Like,
good.
TJ was like full clown, like really funny. But yeah, you guys look really good. It's been quite the adjustment for me. Like anytime TJ walks past me, I'm like, and then like whenever Carly is around me, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot.
Yeah. I mean, I'll wake up in the morning and be like, oh my God, I forgot to. Like it's pretty jarring for sure because it's so drastic.
Yeah.
I feel like when I went blonde, it didn't feel that way at all because my hair is already like a lighter color, I guess.
Totally. And you'd like seen that before because your hair used to fade to like lighter colors. Mm-hmm. So you kind of like knew what was coming. But with this, it's like you're back to your roots almost.
No, my literal roots.
Yeah.
It's funny because when my roots grow in, it will be lighter though. I've never experienced that before.
Yeah. I feel like it'll be like way less noticeable.
I hope so. She said that, I don't know if you're in the room, but she was like, it will get noticeable after time, but you won't have to come in as much.
Oh
and like if anyone is blonde here, like dyed, bleached and toned blonde, like you know the process, like it is such an excruciating process.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I'm there for like 4 hours just doing bleach and tone. So I'm happy that when I go back, she's like, your appointments will probably be like maybe an hour now.
Yeah,
to like
she'll
fill
probably just have to like do that.
Yeah, just the roots
and like
that's
tone it, I bet.
Yeah. So like I'm very happy with it. And it's exciting because like I haven't like said anywhere online that I'm changing it. Like I think it'll just be like a
pure
fun
shock for everyone.
Yeah.
Like you guys are probably like, wait, what?
I know. Here it is.
Because
If you're
we
watching.
haven't mentioned it. Well, I will say though, you've been like posting on your stories like, how does my hair look this color? How does it look this color?
Yeah.
So, but I feel like it was never really said like I'm going to do my hair. So people are definitely going to be like, what the fuck?
I know. And to me, it feels, I haven't been posting myself on like Instagram or anything with stories since before Friday. So for me, it feels like it's been a lifetime since I've been able to like freely post. So it'll be relieving. And, you know, I've got my TikTok transformation already done. Like it's in the draft. Like I'm ready to roll.
Yeah. Carly like said something to me. She's like, I'm stressing out about a TikTok song. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I was like, what? But I think it was like a miscommunication.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, when that's That's my
communication of me being 30 and not understanding that like you are making a TikTok.
Yeah, but I didn't say I was,
what?
so that's why I think you didn't get it. But yeah, so I don't know. It didn't go on my pillow at all, which I'm happy about.
Oh, that's so good.
White ass pillowcases.
Yeah, when I would tone my hair like a brighter red, if I like sweat at all, it would just like all go on my pillow.
I know. Like I was dyed bright red for so fucking long. Like anytime I would go on vacation or like staying at someone's house, like I would be like, I need a towel that I know this won't bleed onto.
Yeah, I remember your pillowcases.
Yeah, and just like hair towels for showering and stuff.
Oh my god, yeah. Speaking of, I'm
gonna kill TJ.
It like sort of came out. So TJ, we have beautiful like cream towels from Parachute. They were like my first adult splurge other than my Brooklyn bedding. I was like, okay, let's get really nice towels for our new house. Like we're a married couple. So we got these like beautiful cream Parachute towels. I'm obsessed with them. And the day after TJ got his hair done, he showered and then used the towel. However, he didn't like tell me and he just left the towel by the washer. Like he didn't put
classic men.
Yeah, like he didn't put anything on it to try to take the stain out. He literally just left it on the floor. And then of course I see it. I'm like, oh my god, what happened? And then I'm like, oh my god, that fucker. Yeah,
you were mad. You were.
Oh my god, I literally was like, I'm gonna kill him.
I was like cowering on the couch.
Yeah,
mom and dad are fighting
because Jules, our hairdresser, she was like, don't use any towels that you don't want to get ruined. And then of course he literally did. Like he's such a guy, like love him to death, but like such a man in one ear out the other. So now he's using like an old black towel.
Good.
That we don't care about. But I was
you
really
were
upset.
You were seething.
It like
steam was coming out of your ears.
It came out for the most part, but like I can still tell, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you put them in a lineup against the clean ones, I'd be like, oh,
it's that one.
There's the one.
Yeah. Well, I guess it'll just haunt you for the rest of your life. And you'll just always hold a grudge and just, you know, slowly gain resentment. So, and then one day.
I'm really nervous too, because right now we have like our dark bedding on, but I have like a cream bedding. That's my favorite. And I'm like, he's just going to have his own pillow.
Or like put a towel over the pillow. He puts a Parachute towel over the pillow.
Yeah, the cream white one.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he's washed it enough where it's not going to like come out easily now.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mine didn't on white, so.
Yeah, that's true.
And let's hope
but
and
you
pray.
guys, like, I feel like you use different stuff. Like, I think Jules put like
you're right. Oh, his is like demi-permanent too. It's not like super permanent, so maybe that's why it's coming off.
I think his will come out, like when I would get my hair red, like it would literally come out in the wash for like, I would say like 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh.
So I wonder if his will be like that too.
Yeah.
I'll have to, he probably can't tell because the towel's black, so he's not seeing it like come off on it anymore.
I mean, he can test on the Parachute. Little test to see. Well, when you dye your hair too, you don't really even think about it really.
I know.
Especially for him, like a guy who's like never really, well, I guess he's dyed his hair, but probably not like that with like nice towels and stuff.
Yes.
So.
Men.
Yeah.
It's fine
men.
though. I got it out for the most part. Thank you, Clorox.
Shout out our sponsor, Clorox.
Yeah, I wish. But yeah, that was like my trauma from their situation.
Yeah, that was scary.
But overall, they both look fantastic. They're just like both paled, blue-eyed beauties. And they really did.
I said, yeah, I'm a beauty.
I mean, you are.
Oh, thank you. I know. I feel weird. I was telling her, I feel like when it's straight, I still feel a little weird. I feel like because my hair was black when I was really young, and I feel like I was emo then, so I feel
like dyed black.
Yes,
got it.
Like jet black.
Yeah, I remember that. I just wasn't sure if you were talking about like your natural hair.
Oh no, so I have to. I feel like I have to like I don't know. I blow dry it out and stuff because I feel cuter that way right now. So we'll see. I mean, it's weird. It's really interesting getting used to, but I do like it and I have no regrets. So that's a good thing. I feel like it was
no
either
regrets.
No regrets. I don't have any of those. I feel like I was either going to see it and be like, I want my blonde back right now, or I'd be fine with it. And like, thank God I was fine with it because going back is just, it kind of is. I kind of miss, I feel like fall and winter is like the dark colors and we're about to be into spring. And
no, it's still winter. It's only January.
It is, but
we've got January, February, March. April is spring.
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up for me.
April showers, bring May flowers.
And then I'll go back to blonde. No, I'm kidding. My hairstylist would kill me, literally.
I know. I wonder what you'll like transition to. No, it'll look so cute because you'll be wearing like bright colors and then it'll like pop.
That's another thing. It's hard because I don't want to wear any black tops because it just blends right in. Yeah. At least right now. And so I normally wear black. So I'm like trying to not wear black stuff.
You're a color girl now.
I am.
You can borrow my sweater.
Oh, thank God. Oh, I have one too. That's like that. So that's good. It's funny because, sorry, I'll stop talking about my hair in like 20 seconds. But okay. When my hair was bright red, everyone was telling me like, you should apply at Target. And I was like, no, I do not want to wear a red shirt with my red hair. Like it was a whole thing. I would never buy red. And I don't know. It's just funny that I ended up working there for like 4 years.
Yeah.
So
people told you to work there because you had the same color hair?
I'm not for that, but they were just like, oh, Target's a good job. Like I had friends that had worked there and stuff.
Got it. But because you had to wear red.
Yeah. And I was like, I can't. Like it's such a clash.
Yeah. That was like me. I never wore red until like 2 years ago. And then I was like, wait, I actually look phenomenal in red.
Yeah. It's weird.
But I think it's probably because my hair got more brown. But when I was in high school, it was like orange.
Yeah.
So I was like, girly.
Maturing is wearing more colors.
Yeah. Except for yellow.
Except yellow.
I look terrible. I bet you'd look good in yellow now that your hair's maybe like a bee, but.
Like a what?
Like a bumblebee.
I think I'm just too pale for yellow. There's certain colors we can't do.
Yeah. Yellow. I bet if you open my closet, there's not a single yellow thing in there.
Yeah. I don't think so. I tried to look as if that was your closet.
What would you say like your top color is that you enjoy wearing?
I like an olive green.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's really good for pale skin and white eyes.
Yes. I didn't like wearing white with my blonde hair because I felt like it was too light of colors mixing. I like white with my black hair.
Yeah.
That's all I really know of. I like red too, but
yeah,
not obsessed with it. What about you?
My top color is white. I love white, which I literally never wore because I was so pale.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I looked good in white until I started doing wedding stuff, and then I was like, wait,
that's so funny.
And then you went fantastic. I know. All I want to do is wear white. The only thing that sucks about white is it gets dirty so fast. Another really good color that I love to wear is hot pink. I look really good in a hot pink.
You do. I see it right there on your sleeve.
Yeah. This is like extreme for me to be wearing this
but
right
it looks good.
If you can't see, I'm wearing a full like rainbow knitted sweater.
It was in one of our vlogs recently. We went to the A-list.
I've been wearing it for like 5 days. It's so cozy.
Yeah, it's really cute. Like you look really good in it. I feel like you would never pick that out.
I went to
on your own.
Starbucks yesterday. I had like a mask on and this and like sweatpants, and I was like, I feel like people probably think I'm like Bella Thorne or something. Like I just like
yeah, with your
like
hair.
This is what she would like
That's
wear.
Hilarious. She is like very artsy,
like hippie.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, so white and hot pink. I do love wearing red, and then like a black.
Yeah, black is just always good because we're so pale. I feel like it just But I can't wear it right now. Maybe eventually I'll. Do you think I'll start wearing black again? Black tops.
Yeah. Well, because like in the summer it'll be like spaghetti straps.
True. And then you can see my white shoulders.
You were wearing like a full black sweater.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, like the Kardashians, they all have like same color hair as you, and like they wear black all the time.
Yeah, I think the difference is though they're like really tan.
You're right.
So it's I'm just working
just edit
with
your pictures like they do.
I probably will. I'm gonna totally Facetune and people will.
Yeah. Well, I think it looks amazing, and I'm so excited for this black hair journey for you. It's so funny when she got it done. I was like, I feel like I'm like scared of you now.
I know. Joe said the same thing. I did a mukbang with Joe this weekend, and he was like, and then we were joking, kind of the same joke where I'm like, he called me Barley because I'm like the bitchy version of Carly.
Oh, Barley.
I was like, I don't like the name, but like,
that's a terrible choice.
Yeah, I know.
You could do like.
I was too nice to say anything, even though I'm bitchy now.
Carly. I would say like Charlie.
Charlie.
Like Carly to Charlie.
It's funny because when I hear Charlie, I just think of Charlie D'Amelio, and she's like the sweetest thing in the world.
Oh, you're right.
So I don't really think of
true.
a badass bitch or anything. I mean, she is a badass bitch, but like a bitchy bitch.
Let's think. Carly to
Crystal
Marley is like a really like Crystal. I don't know if I would think like badass bitch. I
can't think of any name.
You could be like yeah.
Well, if you want to give me a name, let me know.
Yeah.
I'll change my name legally. Unless I dye my hair again, then I'll change it back.
Back to Carly.
Yep.
Changing my name legally. Perfect. That can be our next video. Did you do anything else this weekend?
I went to Firefly. It's a restaurant. And you said, we talked about it briefly yesterday, but you said you wanted to go there. It is, if you live in LA, it's like so fucking cute. There's like a whole little lounge area. It's very dim, and it's like a library. Yes. And you just like, you've been there before or no?
No.
Okay.
We were going to go last week too.
That's right. I just didn't know if you'd been there before that. And
I think it's food. New.
Oh, okay. The food is fucking phenomenal.
Ooh,
I got a steak, which like I don't eat a lot of steak because Nolan doesn't eat red meat, and he's like the chef of the house. Mm-hmm. And it was so good. It's also so cute when you sit down, they bring little like flutes of champagne for everybody.
For free?
Yes. I was like, what?
It. You should have been like, make it a French 75.
I know, like, I don't want it unless it's a French 75.
Put some gin in it, girly.
Yeah, like, no, literally.
It's more like Andre.
Yeah, I know. It probably is. But like, it's a nice way to just like sit and wait for your, you know, drinks or whatever. And
imagine that. Do you mind just putting a little gin in it?
Yeah. And what, lime juice
I know this is
whatever
free,
else.
But also just Saint Germain.
I know, just like so over the top.
Cute.
Yeah, and then I did a mukbang with Joe. That's pretty much it.
What came with your steak?
Oh, fries.
Oh,
there was steak
frites.
Okay, yes. So it was called a steak.
Were they just like called fries on the menu?
No, it was
or is
steak
it like
frites.
Oh my god! So it's like kind of bougie. Was it expensive?
Yeah, I mean my meal was like $42.
Oh,
so it was like kind of expensive.
Okay,
but everything else,
Tavern.
But that was like a higher price item. Like everything else was like in the 30s.
What was it? What kind of steak? Like it was a filet mignon or?
I don't know how to tell. It was like round.
It doesn't say on the menu.
I don't know. It just said steak frites, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how to tell the difference. It definitely was round and very juicy and delicious.
Yum.
And it's so funny because
I feel like filet mignon is like the round.
I know
one.
that's why I think it's that, but I couldn't tell you.
And I feel like that's normally priced between like $40 and $50. So like maybe. Oh my god, yum.
Yeah. And it's like,
was it so tender?
Oh my god, so tender. Like you don't even understand. Like
sorry
you
to
have
all
to
the
get
veg
it.
out there.
I know, so sorry, but like. Oh,
pretend we're talking about like a potato.
Yeah, it was so juicy and wet. It's funny as a kid too. If my parents made steak, I would always like douse it in A1 sauce or whatever. And it's like now it's like absolutely. I mean, I still love A1 sauce, but
yeah, yum. I gotta look at the menu.
Yeah, it's pretty good. How about you? What did you do this weekend? Anything exciting?
Oh my God, this weekend was so sad. We took down all our Christmas decorations.
Oh, right.
It was like really depressing. I always hate. Okay, like I love starting a new year, but I hate the feeling of like taking down all of the things that make me happy.
Yeah.
I am such a Christmas hoe. I love the holiday season. And it was just like so depressing. So I'm like, oh my God, like I won't feel this way again for like 300 plus days.
It'll be here so fast though.
I know,
it's okay.
But it was just like really sad. But it's kind of like freeing. And then I literally like cleaned out the garage and I just like really truly want to like get rid of so many stuff.
Yeah.
So many stuff, so many things.
So many stuff.
So I don't know. I feel like I can finish doing it, but girl, there is so much to do. We took down our skeleton.
I know, the big, what is it, 12 feet?
Yeah.
Skeleton outside.
It's
There's
really
a bag
sad.
of bones now in the garage.
Yeah.
I joked that you should get a mini coffin for it.
Yeah, but then we'd have nowhere to put it.
Oh,
No
where you put it
space.
now? I know.
don't
I guess
think
it's
it
like a
would
bag.
fit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like stacked. It's like one of those bags that you put like a giant Christmas tree in. That's a fake Christmas tree.
Yeah.
It's like a 12-foot bag. So it fits the skeleton perfectly. It's so fucking heavy though.
It's funny to think of like how many people have their skeleton in a bag right now.
I know.
'Cause it's like such a hot item.
I know. It also, our skeleton fully fell over. So it was just like dead in the yard. And it was so funny when we were, TJ was like taking it apart and some guy and his toddler who was pushing in a carriage, he was like, the skeleton fell.
Oh.
And then his dad was like, well, we're going on our walk. Can't wait to see what the skeleton's going to be wearing when we come back. And I was like,
Oh,
he's going to be put in a bag.
the skeleton won't be here, sir. Sorry.
Poor child. I felt
Yeah.
a little bad for him, but
Trauma.
you know, you've seen him in 3 costumes, naked,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
a
It was
scarecrow,
naked. And Santa.
and Santa. So
No more. You're not going to do like Cupid or anything.
oh, no. He's away for the season because I feel like it'll lose its charm.
I agree. He needs to hibernate and then it'll be exciting when he comes back out again.
Yeah. TJ was telling me he's in a skeleton, like a 12-foot skeleton Facebook group.
Of course.
And like,
I would
know.
die to read what they write in there. Like, is it active? Do people argue? Like,
I have
what is it like?
no idea, but I forget who he was telling. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you are? Like, what? Why have we never talked about this? But he said some guy posted saying that his neighbor came over and was like demanding he take it down. He was like, okay, it's time. You've had your
What?
like 3 months with the skeleton. Time to take it down.
Excuse me, sir.
You're a nuisance to the neighborhood. Like all of this stuff.
Oh my God. What a piece of shit.
I know. And I'm like, oh my God, the skeleton drama.
Does he just like not like happiness? Why would he a
Probably.
nuisance to the neighborhood? Like, I'm sorry. Do you know how many children like
my God.
stop and take pictures with it or like look at it every time I'm here, I get nervous because a car will pull up and just stop. And I'm like, what is the car doing? And they're just admiring the 12-foot skeleton.
It's so cute, but
that's really fucked up. That's why I love Facebook groups, because there's always niche drama happening and it's so fun to watch. Like I will join. Please, if you know of any like juicy random Facebook groups, like I would love to join, because it's definitely my favorite thing. You gotta join
the wedding ones. They're out of control.
I still need to do that.
It's like so cringe to read. I'm just like, how are these people real? But that's like pretty much it. And then I just watched a ton of TV.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that too, because we both watched Hype House.
Yeah.
The Hype House
I'm ready
show.
to get into it.
Okay.
Well, we can get into it after I thank the sponsor of today's episode, Dipsea.
Which we stan.
If you're thinking about making a resolution this year, instead of depriving yourself, why not focus on providing for yourself? Oh. With Dipsea, you can focus on giving yourself pleasure, which is a habit you'll want to keep all year. Dipsea Stories is an app full of sexy audio stories, and now they even have brand new written stories. No matter who you're into or what turns you on, Dipsea helps bring the stories to life anytime, anywhere. Close your eyes and let yourself get lost in a world where only good things happen and pleasure is your only priority. Explore your fantasies in a safe, shame-free way. There are hundreds of stories to choose from, and they release new content every week, so there's always more to explore. And they also have wellness sessions to help you wind down and explore, and sleep sessions to help you drift off. For listeners of the show, Dipsea is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipseastories.com/onlyfriends. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to dipseastories.com/onlyfriends. That's dipseas.com/onlyfriends.
So so we both watched, if you don't know, that it's out, the Hype House reality show.
Yeah, I watched it when I was taking down the ornaments in the tree. It was like a nice thing to have on. I honestly enjoyed it.
Overall?
Yes. It like made me sad though, because all these people seem so miserable and like unhappy.
Yeah.
It definitely made my feelings towards some people like it was just like a lot, I think, because I really
let it out, girly.
Like I really, really liked it, which like I didn't think I would. Like I think they did a really good job like producing it, and somehow like even though like nothing was happening, so much was happening, if that makes sense. Like I guess it's kind of like following our lives around, you know, like not a lot is happening, but they have like so much internal drama.
Yes. It's like a reality show, but not as dramatic as most, I think. That's why it's like a good show to watch, but it's also like, I wouldn't like recommend it to people.
Yeah. Also, as like an influencer myself, like a lot of it was really frustrating because I'm like, okay, this brand pays you $80,000 a month and you can't post a TikTok.
Oh my God, I must have missed that.
No,
they said $80,000.
Yeah, so Bang, I'm assuming it was Bang.
Yeah.
So Thomas, the like businessman of the house,
who like made the Hype House basically, or like created it for what it was.
So they would give them, I'm assuming he at one point sent 80 grand. He was like, we're making 80 grand a month. So I'm assuming they pay him 80,000 or the house $80,000 a month, and would pay for their house. They had like a chef. Yeah. And so they have like all these expenses. So basically in return for that, they would just have to post TikToks, not even on like their personal accounts, on the Hype House account, which is like basically, I would say like a throwaway account.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Like you're literally not wasting, like you're not like posting stuff on your personal page that you would be unhappy with.
Right.
So there's like all this drama about these people not meeting like
posting at
all, like literally not posting at all. And he's like, guys, we need to just like do this because we're literally getting paid, like it's paying for your life to live here,
and like paying a lot.
Yeah,
I mean these people make so much money.
Yes. And I'm just like, just do it.
I know.
Literally just do it. Like what I would give, or like what people would give to be in your position, and how easy it
especially
truly is.
That young too.
Yeah. And like it's Bang energy. It's not like you have to like go in depth. Like you guys are all like fuck boys anyway, like dancing on the internet. Like you can do a silly video on a collaborative account in 2 seconds. Yeah. And for that to be like the whole plot point of like the majority of the show, I was just like, okay.
I know.
Like, give me something else.
Yeah. It made me really sad for, what's his name, Thomas?
I know.
I mean, I was like back and forth with how I felt. I will say some of it I just like had on in the background while I was doing stuff. So like I might have missed a couple of like plot points or whatever because I wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like I was watching Euphoria.
Totally.
But I watched majority, like I really paid attention to like the last half, I think. So like when they went to Joshua Tree and like
that
all
was so
of
funny
that.
when they went there. I was like, I've been to Hicksville.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, them there. Like I can't even imagine.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, I don't know anything about Hicksville.
It was really funny.
Yeah, but I'm also wondering how they cut out Sienna and her boyfriend from the show.
I don't even know who those people are.
So Sienna, and I forget her boyfriend's name at the time. They're not dating anymore, but she got like super canceled because she was accused of, it was like sexual harassment against him or something. It was something to that nature.
She was a part of the Hype House?
Yeah, so she was a part of this whole show.
Sienna.
And Sienna Mae, M-A-E. And I think for a while they were saying like the show wasn't going to air because she was a part of it and all this stuff. So like somehow they cut her out, and I don't understand how they cut her out that much where like she wasn't in anything. So like that's just like a sideline thing. I didn't understand how they did that, but
this girl does not look familiar to me at
yeah,
all.
you might have like totally missed that drama.
I absolutely
did.
I
think it lived mostly on TikTok. I don't think it was really, I mean, I think she posted like, it was so weird. Her video back to on YouTube was like a dancing video. It wasn't even like an apology. I don't know. It was really bizarre. Again, like I don't know the super in-depth details of what happened, but I know that at the time they were like, okay, the show is not going to happen anymore. So I was like really shocked when I saw it on Netflix. But I also feel like I feel like Hype House hasn't really been a thing for a while. So it's like weird that it came out now.
Yeah. But I guess it's like any show, like the Kardashians and like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think it's because it's like, you know, it's social media, so it's like everyone knows. It'd be like if
like,
you know,
I
Team 10,
know.
like, yeah, I know.
I literally had no idea when they were like leaving. I was like, oh, sad.
No, I didn't know either. I thought it was still fully like a thing.
I don't follow any of them. Like, I don't know.
Well, I guess they are still Hype House because they all remember like Alex and his girl Cover like moved out and all that stuff, but they're still part of Hype House. They just don't live in the same house, I guess.
It's like,
okay,
well, you're not a house.
Yeah, Hype friends.
Yeah, Hype squad.
Hype friend group. Yeah, but it was interesting. I mean, I think it's really cool for them. They're so young that they got that opportunity.
Except for Nikita Dragon, she's not.
True. Oh yeah, she's like what, 26?
She was 25. That was like what it was showing then. So 25. She's probably 26 now.
Yeah. But like everyone else are like what, 8? Like Lil Huddy's like 18.
Babies. Yeah, I think I think Thomas was 22, and I think everyone was younger than him.
That's so crazy.
I know.
I mean, like to have that life at that young age, I think is just like so cool.
I was so annoyed when Lil Huddy kept like performing and then they just put his fucking song over. I'm like, I want to hear him sing.
Aaron is like the biggest Lil Huddy stan.
Oh my God. Yeah. But like, I genuinely was like, I want to know what he sounds like.
I'm sure there's definitely live videos.
I know
on YouTube.
It was just like me being like, why would you do that?
I know. So was that when Don't Freak Out was out? So they must have been filming up until recently.
Yeah. So Lil Huddy, King Huddy, he came to an emo night. Because Tyson Ritter from All American Rejects is on that song Don't Freak Out, which was one of my like most played songs of 2021, which just goes to show like how little I listen to. That's like the only song of his that I know.
Yeah.
Very good song. I love it. So he came to emo night and like Tyson was like performing and then they wound up playing it like 3 times because it kept like stopping or something. Do you remember? Or you weren't there?
I don't think I was there for that.
Oh my God. I was also fucked up. I was so fucked up and I was like, oh my God, I love your song. And like poor Charlie, she's like standing there and I'm like eyes crossed. I just like stood with her the whole time. And I was like, oh, he's so good. You should be so proud of him.
Oh my God. Literally her mom.
No, I genuinely felt like I had to protect her.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I feel that way when I'm around her too.
Standing near her and no one's going to fucking
especially after the Hulu show. Like,
oh my God, yeah. Well, this
protect her at all costs. I know. I'm just thinking about it now.
Hulu. Yeah, I know. Oh my
Hulu.
God. Yeah. But I was like, I need to protect her. My drunk brain. That was like the fucking
I'm your mom now.
Midsommar theme party too. So I like look like a total psychopath and like there are these cool kids.
Oh, so that must have been happening when we broke into your house.
Yes, exactly. But him and Tyson kept like singing over the song, but like then it kept like stopping. It was just like a weird thing.
Yeah.
But so TJ said that he thinks that the No Vacancy performance that he did on the Hulu or the Netflix show was like the day after.
Oh my God. So that's like, when was that? September? August?
I have no idea.
I want to say it was like August.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Because in my head, they had filmed this like over a year ago, because I remember seeing the promos on TikTok.
I bet they shot like a little and then maybe production got like fucked up because of COVID.
That's probably what happened. And also maybe with
Not
Sienna.
That any of them were following the COVID rules.
And also with Sienna, I feel like maybe they were like, okay, maybe we need to like film more, because she's like, I think that's what happened.
So right.
They were, because I was watching Lorraine's live stream.
Okay. That's my question. They were all calling him Larry.
I know. I think he just goes by both.
Okay.
I would assume.
Because I feel like,
what should we call him? Lorraine or Larry?
I don't know.
I'll say Lorraine because I don't know him and I don't want to disrespect him, and that's like his online name. So
okay, but I did. Okay, so also I want to talk about that too. But finish your thought.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of makes more sense maybe after we talk about it, but I'll say because I'll probably forget. But he was basically explaining this whole like situation, and he said they used his plot line because the Sienna stuff was now cut out. They needed like some point of drama in that part of the show.
Which plot line?
The COVID party one.
Oh, about how he got COVID and then went to a party?
Yeah. Did you watch the live stream?
No, that's what I was going to ask you to explain to me, because I didn't wind up watching it.
Oh God, I'm the worst explaining.
So I was taking down my tree.
Let's like explain what happened if people haven't seen it.
So basically on the show, Nikita Dragon gets a phone call from her manager and is like, hey, how come you were pressuring Larry into coming to a party when you knew that he tested positive for COVID? Right. And then like he showed up to the party.
Which is also really weird, because like, is that really her responsibility? Like, why are they putting that on her? Like, I understand it's not a good thing to do, but like, why would they be like, you shouldn't have brought him to the party? It's like, okay, well, he made that decision to go to a party.
Yeah, but like, I would say it's like half her responsibility to not do that also. Okay. And I think because it was coming from her management, they were like, why the fuck would you do this when you're already like in hot water?
Oh, that was her management.
I'm pretty sure.
I think it was no, you're right. Okay, continue.
Yeah, because they were just like, you're already being a bad girl during COVID and getting canceled every day for being a bad girl. Why would you encourage someone with COVID to come to a party?
Right.
So I think that they were like, just trying to be like, get on top of it. And so then she was like, I didn't do that. That's not what happened. He did this. And then they got into a big fight and she didn't talk to him for like a week because she's a mature adult. And oh my God, that made me so mad. I'm literally just like, he doesn't know.
I know.
And you're 25. Like, you're so much older than him. Just like literally be an adult.
Yeah, like he didn't know why she was
so dramatic. And she's really grinding my gears. Anyway, so then he was like, that's not what happened. Like, that isn't what happened. And then like on the show, he didn't go into detail though.
I know, they cut it out, I guess. So then I was
like, wait, what?
So
then he looks terrible.
He does.
Literally, I left being like, wow, that's really fucked up that he got COVID and then went to a party with a positive test.
Right.
Because he's the one who had that birthday party during the pandemic too, right?
Yes. And
Yep.
So when I saw that episode, I was like, I'm like shocked that TikTok isn't exploding with this, because they're very quick to be like, like, fuck this person, whatever.
Oh my God,
like,
I was so sad
he did
because
this.
I don't know anything about him for the most part, but I like loved him. And then when that happened, I was like, no.
Well, okay. So I was looking through his comments. I was like, okay, are people talking about this or not? And somebody was like, somebody left a comment. They're like, you went to a party with COVID, like, not cool, bro. And somebody responded and he goes, well, he actually went live on YouTube and talked about it, and that's not what happened. So I was like, okay, well, I want to see what he says, because who fucking knows, because it's a reality show. And I'm going to try to explain this. I'm really bad at like reciting things that I've heard. But he basically said the Sienna stuff was cut out and they needed a point of drama. So he said that the only thing that happened was he picked Nikita up from Lil Huddy's house and brought her to another house or something. And that was all that he saw of her that day. And he didn't even know he had COVID. And then I guess that night or the next day he tested positive. And he's like, there was no party I went to with COVID. It was a set up phone call. Like, my management did not call her management. And I had no idea about any of this. I know, I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, I'm never doing reality TV again, because, he was like, I had that birthday party during COVID. And he was like, and it really sucks because I grew from that. He's like, I never had a party after that.
Sad.
And so to be, like,
believing him. Sad.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? But like, he was like, I, got canceled for it, or not canceled, but like, it was bad. Yeah. And he was like, I'm finally like feeling good about it and better about myself. And then this comes out, and now people are going to think that I just don't give a shit and went out.
Well, because he didn't even like talk about it. They were like, this is just what happened. And then
they cut it out, I think he said. Yeah. Which he was like, there was so much more that they cut out. And I also saw one of Alex Warren's TikToks about cutting out things that only keeping in things that make him look really bad. And they didn't, I think it was like an argument he had with Cover, I think at the beginning.
Oh my God. Also, like, Cobra being like, I want you to propose to me. I'm like, you're literally a teenager.
I know. I'm like, girl, calm down.
Yeah, no. I was like, I can't even believe this is being talked about.
I know. And like, who knows? Maybe
like,
they told
it
it
for 2 years.
But they also could have like told them to say that. Right. It's like, who fucking knows?
Production.
I know. And so that's like, reality TV is like hairy.
How is this a legitimate plot point between two teens? Like,
I know.
Stop fake proposing. You have to really propose.
I know. Like, I did feel bad though about like the whole wedding thing. Because I was like, if this is something that she wants, I don't know. But like, again, who fucking knows? Like, we're also involved, you know, with like David filming and like things happen that look different than they are. So
totally.
Who knows?
I will say I enjoyed the show, and my feelings towards one person in particular are not, I feel like they like solidified the way that I felt via like not really knowing much about them, and that is Nikita Dragun.
Yeah.
The show, it's so interesting because like she's such like a presence and a character.
Totally.
But I really dislike her.
Yeah.
And I think that the show didn't help her. Like it really, really bothered me. Like there's like people who are like, I don't give a fuck about like what the internet thinks of me.
Totally.
But I think the way she does it is she doesn't like take in what people are saying.
Oh, like her conversation with Lorray too.
Yeah, when he was like, you're blackfishing, and she's like, I don't care what the internet thinks.
Yeah,
and he's
that
like,
was
I'm literally black, and like I'm telling you this from like a place of concern because like I hang around you, and like I don't want my followers to think that I agree with that. And she's just like very dismissive. Like granted, they could have like cut out her being like a genuine person about it, which like is fucked up, especially in this day and age, if they didn't keep that in to be like, oh, look, this person's growing. Yeah. But there was just like so many small instances like that I was like, fuck, that sucks. Yeah. Because like you're so like big and fun and like, I know. I don't know.
I know that conversation too. I was like, that sucks that she didn't come to that realization.
And like he's your friend.
Yeah.
Like that's your closest friend. And he's like, I don't know.
I know.
That really bothered me. But so I would say that the show made me dislike Nikita Dragun. Yeah. I don't really know much about her other than like the scandal she always gets in and like how bad she was during the pandemic. But this, I was just like, fuck. Just like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
Because I feel like she's a really good character.
Totally. And I told you earlier, I was like, I could see her on like Real Housewives in like 30 years. Just because like everything she did there, she had like a wardrobe. And just like her character.
It was so funny. TJ and I were like, really?
Her outfits?
Yeah, like every time. Like literally everyone's wearing like sweats.
I know, she's like
and she looks like she's about to do like a pageant.
Yeah.
Like,
the Met Gala. I know. Pretty crazy.
I enjoyed it. And it taught me, I truly didn't really know anything about any of these people. So it was like nice because like I'd only seen like, you know, like hate watching an Alex Warren vlog.
Totally. Or like Team 10, like it shows like the difference between Team 10 and them too.
Totally.
Because it's like Team 10 was so obviously just like contracts. Yeah. And Hype House, which I didn't know because I was always like, our friend group's the only one that are like actually friends and film together. But like they really made that clear that like they started as friends. And then I think it obviously got a little bit more businessy, but
totally.
But yeah, it was just interesting. I was like, oh, okay, so they're not like, they don't have contracts, like nothing. So that's cool to know, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it was like weird
it's
too.
It's like they did, but they didn't. Like their contract is like post this content and you can live here.
Yeah. Which like obviously we've never had anything like that. And I think people assumed we did for like a really long time, which is always really
my God,
bizarre.
yeah. Everyone still thinks we have contracts.
Yeah.
They're like you have signed a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked it. So I watched that. And then, oh my God, last night was like truly
TV heaven.
Yeah. Well, Saturday, I literally feel like I've watched everything in the world that we were both like, what the fuck do we watch? Like there was nothing to watch. So I started Desperate Housewives from the beginning because
my God,
never seen it.
Yeah.
And he loves it. Thank God.
Is it still, does it hold up? Like it's still really good?
Oh my God. Yeah. We probably watched like 4 or 5 episodes already. And I'm just like, oh my God, I am obsessed.
Yeah. I mean, I watch it like my mom would watch it, but I don't really know it.
Ugh, it's just so good.
Is it like Real Housewives, but like a show? Is it kind of the same vibe?
No.
Oh, I just had it in my head that it was.
No, there's like, it's like different because the drama's not like, you were a bitch to me. It's like, why did she kill herself? And let's solve all these mysteries.
Oh, I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah. I mean, it's an iconic show.
Yeah. It's like so fun too. Cause it's like, I watched it in high school and like no time after that. So it's been so long.
It's like you don't really remember what happens.
Yes. But like a little bit of both. Cause it's like, wait, I feel like I know what's coming. And then like it happens. Yeah. And like I know all the characters by heart. Like it was just like a real fun trip down memory lane. Yeah. And I love
Wisteria
that
Lane.
TJ likes it. Yes. Oh my God. It was so funny. I was like, there it is. There's Wisteria Lane on the Universal backlot.
I know. I've never really fully watched it, but like every time I'm back there on that thing, I'm like, that's so cool.
You gotta watch. Yeah. It's really good. It's nice too because it's a good filler show for when you just like don't have anything to watch and there's like a bunch of seasons. So
yeah.
And they're all like, I think 40-ish minutes to an hour.
And you watched Euphoria.
Oh my God, of course.
Okay, well, we'll get into that in a second because I got to read this ad.
Okay. Eufy, baby.
Yes. And this part of the podcast is sponsored by Prose. There's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to hair care. A product that works wonders for curls might make straight hair, aka mine, limp and greasy. And let me tell you, it does.
You have luscious hair.
Oh, thank you so much. Like for me, I need a hydration/repair shampoo and conditioner since I've been coloring it so much, bleaching it. I just colored it again. Like I need a lot. I need a hydration. I need everything. So some hair care would not work for me as it does for other people, but thanks to Prose, I now have a personalized hair care routine. Prose makes custom hair care that's effective because it's personal. Using natural ingredients with proven results, Prose customizes every product in your routine from shampoo to supplements. First, Prose starts by asking you about you as a person with their in-depth consultation. Prose asked me a lot of unexpected things like what my zip code was, my age, my eating habits, what type of hair I have, how long it is, how dense, if I have split ends. It's like very thorough, but also really fast. Took like probably less than 3 minutes to fill out. And it was way more in depth than like any other quiz I've ever taken having to do with like hair health. It was like really interesting and it made me feel good about it. Next, Prose analyzed my answers and determined what unique blend of ingredients should be in every product of my custom routine. Together, Prose got all my hair care goals covered. And it's super cute packaging. If you're watching the video, I'll put like a little picture of what it looks like. It's such a cute little shampoo and conditioner. It looks very like modern. Like the bottles are like brown, has my name on it. It's really cute. I used it literally this morning because I just got it a couple days ago and my hair feels great. The shampoo lathers up like really well. The conditioner feels great. So really happy I have it. As a carbon neutral certified B Corp, Prose is an industry leader in clean and responsible beauty, which we love. All their ingredients are sustainably sourced, ethically gathered, and cruelty free. They're also the first custom beauty brand to go carbon neutral. If you're not 100% positive Prose is the best hair care you've ever had, they will take the products back, no questions asked, which you guys know we love that in a product. Prose is the healthy hair regimen with your name all over it. Take your free in-depth hair care consultation and get 15% off your first order today. Go to prose.com/onlyfriends. That's prose.com/onlyfriends for your free in-depth hair consultation and 15% off. Thank you, Prose.
Gracias, Prose.
Okay, Euphoria.
Oh my God, it was so good, but it's like my heart was racing the whole time.
Oh my, okay, first I'll say like I feel like I should have watched a recap of the first season.
I have no idea. The whole episode we're like, wait, why are they mad at each other? Wait, why is this happening?
100%. No, and I kept doing that too.
Talking to each other.
Yeah, I felt like I'd never seen the show before.
Same.
I
think it's because it literally ended like 2 years ago.
That's
and then
true.
we even watched the recap.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but like I feel like I needed to watch the whole season.
Like the whole season, yeah.
Because I was like, huh?
It was confusing. Like I forgot Cassie and that guy, I forgot his name, dated. I forgot that, I forgot everything.
Yeah.
Basically. It was like putting things together. I forgot why Jules and Rue were not talking. Like I didn't even know what happened with them at the end. Same. So like it's a lot. If you haven't watched it yet, maybe we shouldn't spoil anything, but like maybe like watch an in-depth analysis or like an in-depth review of the first season.
Yeah, if you haven't watched the first season recently, because I genuinely, there were 2 plot points that I was like, I don't understand what's going on. And it was what's his name? Like Fesco. Him and Jacob Elordi. I literally was like, wait, why are they fighting?
Same. I had to look it up and I figured it out. Yeah. Sort of.
And
but not really.
The Rue and Jules. I was like,
same.
When did they stop?
I know. I was like, and I also I was like, did they date in the first season? Did they ever kiss? Like, I know they were really close.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if they were in a I literally could not remember.
I know.
So I feel like HBO like maybe put out a little trailer before the show.
Like a longer one. Yeah. Because I think the one we watched was like a minute and a half.
Was it on when you watched it? Or did you have to go out of your way to watch it?
No. It always plays them right before.
I swear I did not see any.
Like with HBO, there's always a recap. It's like typically they'll play like a this year on HBO thing, and you can skip that. And then there's typically for like every show they have, then they'll do like a last week on or whatever.
Oh, I must have missed
the
it.
Euphorias was recently on Euphoria or whatever, and then
that was fully lost.
Skip.
Oh my god,
we had to. So we watched that, then we watched the episode, then we went back and rewatched the recap.
Oh, again.
But even still, I was like,
I know.
It doesn't explain things. It just like will show like a quick little thing of what happened, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
but they are fucking wild.
It is crazy. Teens. I mean, this season seems like it's fucking on. Like, there's a lot. I could see, you know, if I think Zendaya put out a thing that was like, this is like a very heavy season, so just beware or whatever. So that's good. But
yeah, I mean, she was like, if you can't watch it, like just take care of yourself and know I love you no matter what. And then I was like, okay. And then I watched it and I was like, holy fuck. Like if I literally struggled with anything remotely pertaining to this television show, like
awful.
I could not watch it.
Yeah.
I can barely watch it and I'm like, fine.
Yeah, I know.
Last night I was so stressed. Like there were parts where I had to like literally look away.
Was it like the car scene?
Yes. Oh my God. I couldn't watch it.
Oh my God. I was like, what the fuck is about to happen?
No, truly. And then I was like, they're not going to die because they're the main characters.
Oh, well, I don't know. I was like, maybe something's going to happen to Cassie. I don't know.
I fully was like, they'll be fine. But oh my God, I was so stressed out the whole fucking time. The whole show.
Yeah, it was very stressful, but it was so good. It was like, oh, this is like a good, like I haven't watched it obviously in so fucking long, and it was like, oh yeah, that's why it's so good.
Oh God, yeah. And then like Rue almost dying like a million times. Oh my God, it was just so stressful.
I wish that they just released the whole thing. I hate waiting each week, but it's kind of a good show to wait.
I was just going to say, I absolutely don't think I could do more than 2 episodes in one sitting watching that show. Like it reminds me of like when I watched The Handmaid's Tale. Like I can't watch more than like, I could never binge The Handmaid's Tale because it's like so stressful and anxiety inducing. And I feel like that's the same. I feel like for me, this is a show where I'm happy waiting 7 days to watch the
I thought that as soon as I started talking right now. I was like, actually, it's probably good that it's every week.
Like, I don't think I could.
The first season, I feel like you could have binged totally.
Yeah.
What I remember of the first season.
No, seriously. So. This, it started off with a bang, a full-on bang
It started off, yes. It was $80,000 bang energy, hype house TikTok. Like, it was insane.
I was so stressed. But it was phenomenal, so good. Like, the whole cast is just amazing.
I know.
I love it.
I'm really excited for next week. Like, I'm excited for Sundays now because it'll be on.
Sundays are just fucking lit. January and February are about to be just insane content. Like I forget that the like second half of winter is when they release so many shows, and oh my God, it's just gonna be so good. So last night I watched Euphoria, then I watched The Righteous Gemstones. Have you ever watched that?
I've seen like episodes, but and I think it's really funny. I've just never like taken the time to watch it.
It's like so good. It's funny too because when I was watching, I was like, I wonder if Carly's watched it, and I was like, I bet Nolan would love this show.
No, he does. He loves it.
Oh my God, it's just so fucking funny.
Yeah, and they have like the best cast too.
Incredible. So good.
Oh yeah, it's good that it's after Euphoria.
Yeah. Well, you can watch it like either way.
Oh, okay. I didn't know I thought it like premiered after or something.
I think like with the app, they all go up on like East Coast time.
Oh.
But then I get Salt Lake too.
Oh, I haven't watched it.
So it's like
yet.
I can watch everything like in whatever order I want. But I was like, well, Zendaya put out this weird like trigger warning type of message. So I was like, why don't we watch this in case it's like super heavy? And then thank God we did.
Yeah.
So I watched that, then The Righteous Gemstones, which was so good. That's also on HBO. If you guys haven't watched it, it's so funny. It's about this. It basically like makes fun of mega churches.
Yeah.
That
really
are like
funny.
notoriously known for just like making millions and millions of dollars from their
people.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to think of the name. Community, the
patrons.
The patrons. And then I watched The Real Housewives of Salt Lake, which you did not catch up on.
No, I have I think I have 2 left now 3 until I'm caught up.
Dude, I fucking hate Jen Shaw.
Well, yeah.
Like, no, every episode, I'm just like, I hate you. I legitimately hate you as a person.
I have a question.
Sure.
Is there any way, and I don't know, because all I've seen was her get arrested and then released or whatever. She hasn't been back on the show yet. So I've watched like 2 episodes after that. And Is there any way that she like didn't do it, do you think? Or she definitely did?
I just assume because she's a nightmare of a human, she did do it.
I just don't know because I'm like, okay, she's still in the show. So like, how is she like happy? Like, I just don't get how she would be happy and like partying. Because I saw a preview of the next.
She's fucking insane. Also, she's probably like, well, I got to pay the bills. Because it's like, her husband's just a football coach. He's not even the head coach. Like, he's not making a ton of money.
Yeah.
And that's why it's like so fucking obvious that she did it. Because how are you living your life like this?
I don't know.
If like you're just like I don't know. And the fact that no one was surprised when she got arrested. It's like.
True. Oh yeah, because Meredith was like, I had a feeling. Like,
yeah,
I knew.
Literally every single person is like, well, we knew her business was like shady. Yeah. But we didn't think it was illegal. And it's like, okay, well, guilty.
It's so funny that this one is happening right after Beverly Hills.
I know.
Like all these housewives are just like vigilantes. God. Just awful human beings, but like, great TV.
It's, oh my God. Like, I can't stand her. I truly can't stand her. You saw the episode last year where she was like getting mad at Heather. I don't even remember who Heather was like friends with at the time, like Meredith or something. She was like mad at Heather for like not picking a side.
Maybe.
It was like a huge blowout.
Were they in Vegas fighting about it?
No, they were at that like speakeasy.
Okay.
And Jen like flipped the fuck out and she was like, you have to pick sides. You can't be friends with both of us. And Heather was like, what? And like nothing even happened. Like there wasn't even a thing. And
she's very immature with stuff like that.
She did that again because, oh my God, what was even the reason this time? It was so fucking dumb. So they're on like a bus on their way to
bus again.
Zion. Yeah. Oh. And of course, Jen's like making all of these like jokes. And I'm like, it's just so weird that you make these flippant jokes when you're like literally being accused of something so
she's make
terrible.
Jokes about it?
Yeah. She's like, hopefully the FBI doesn't come again. Like, hee hee hee. And I'm like, God. Lady.
Too soon.
Read the fucking room.
Yeah.
Also, like, lawyers will literally use that against you and be like, see, you're not even remorseful. True. Like, it's just the way she behaves is so insane to me for someone who's so like literally being accused of a heinous crime.
And it's like her. Again, Erica Jane was like her husband.
Yes.
But it's Jen.
Literally her. Like top tier, the ringleader of the operation is like what she's being accused of. But so she starts getting mad at Lisa because she's like, you have to pick sides. You have to pick sides. And like Lisa's not even involved in it. I can't even. Oh, it was because Meredith had hired like the private investigator to like see. So Meredith hired a private investigator because someone was sending her son text messages that were like fucked up and homophobic and just like all around disgusting. So she was like, we need to find out who this is. And then the private investigator basically was like, okay, I think it's Jen Shaw. Like, that's what we found.
Because was spelled like Jen spells it in the text. BCUZ.
Yeah. So now Jen, being the narcissist she is like flipping it around, being like, she hired a private investigator against me. And it's like, no, she hired a private investigator to find out who was sending the messages and it led to you.
Yeah. So
there's a difference. So she's all mad at Lisa Barlow, being like, you got mad at me because I like researched all of you guys, but now you're not mad at Meredith because she hired a private investigator against me. Like, you have to pick sides. You have to pick sides. And she's like, what? So it's like so insane. She's flipping out. They almost get into like a literal fist fight.
Oh my God.
But like everything Jen Shaw says made no sense. And then I literally cannot fucking stand Heather this season. Sorry, I'm so passionate about this, but it makes
Heather?
Yes. She's so far up Jen's ass. Like, oh my God. Just wait. You're not even like at that yet. But I'm just like, oh my God. It makes me so sick.
Yeah. Well, I did think it was weird when they were at the dinner when they were in, where'd they go? Vail, I think. That was the trip they went to when she got arrested. And somebody, I forget who it was like, are you guys still going to be friends with her? And Heather was like, I will 100% still be friends with her. Oh, like, even if she did this, like, I think this would be a good time for her to reflect. And it's just like, I get the sentiment, but it's like, okay, but if she did this, like, that's like a very big sign of her character. Like, how would you feel being close to somebody who's like capable of doing something like that? And like, obviously not caring and like joking about it after the fact. I mean, I don't know that, but what you've told me.
It's just like, it makes me really sad because I feel like Heather, well, even in like the last season, Jen Shaw literally treated her like shit.
Yes, treats everybody like shit.
And like Heather would still like kneel and bow on the ground she walks on, which like I never understood. I was just like, oh, she's just like a nice kind of like pushover person. And now I think Jen has like fully crossed a line. And like Heather's still like doing that. Like even at the beginning of the season, they weren't even friends.
Yeah.
And now that she's done something like, or is being accused of doing something so terrible, like the fact that Heather's going like above and beyond to be friends with her.
Weird. Like now of all time, like that just seems
so
weird.
And I'm honestly like embarrassed. Like it's embarrassing watching her like be so far up her ass.
Yeah.
Like it's very bizarre. Like last night, Meredith threw a birthday party and Heather was like, why didn't you invite Jen? Like she really needs us, like blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, lady, have you missed everything that's happening? She was literally like calling her son a twink on the internet. Like,
yeah. Yes. Oh my God. I forgot.
It's just like so crazy. But yeah, so like Heather is really bothering me. Oh, there was something else that I wanted to say on my like, I feel like so deeply and passionately about these people. It's like,
yeah,
it makes me so infuriated, but I don't know. It's so crazy because I feel like this season I like genuinely don't really like anyone.
Oh, really?
And like last year I was like, I love Heather. And at the beginning of this season, I was like, Whitney's so funny and silly, but now everyone's just like bothering me.
Oh, really? Yeah, there's nobody that I really like, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind Meredith, I guess, but that's really it.
Oh my God, I can't stand her this
or Whitney.
season.
So far, I don't really mind Whitney, but
they're just all, I'm just like, ugh.
The Real Housewives.
I'm also just such like a loyal person. And so when like Lisa's sitting there like being attacked by Jen or like other instances, and then like there's just like Heather and Whitney like twiddling their thumbs, but then we'll like be shady on camera. I'm like, why don't you guys say what the fuck you've been saying?
Yeah, like while it's happening.
Yeah, it's so weird. And then like the thing that Heather did last night that really bothered me was when Jen was yelling at Lisa, being like, you need to pick sides. You're a bad friend. And then Heather goes into confession. She's like, I'm glad she finally realized she's a bad friend. And I'm like, she did the same shit to you last year. Like, what are you saying?
Oh, God, I need to catch up.
Yeah. Oh, God, they're all annoying me.
I will say, like, it's not my favorite, like, group so far. Like, I just don't, because I feel like with other ones, there's people that I like, you know, and I'm like interested. And this is like, I feel like I was just watching it to like see what would happen with Jen. And like, if that never happened, I'd be really bored, I think. I don't know.
What?
Yeah. I'm just like not connected with any.
Okay.
I don't know why. It might be because there's like not many seasons. So it's hard.
Fair.
I like to like know people really well before I don't know if that makes sense. Like with like Beverly Hills Gone Forever.
The first season was like so strong though. There's like no other franchises, I feel like, except for like maybe Jersey, because Teresa flipped the table, that like start off with that amount of like drama and just like exposing themselves.
I think it's because to me Jen just feels fake. Like I don't feel like her dramas were like her throwing the cup. It just was like so.
No, like, I think she's a fucking psychopath.
There has to be a specific like I don't know. I just was like, okay, I feel like you're doing this for like I feel like she's probably like that, but it was just like, what is going on? It'd be different if it was like Kyle doing it because she's not like, I don't know. I just like when it's. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not sold on it yet.
Got it.
But I'm watching it.
Yep.
I'm doing the work.
She's putting in the work. Well, that was basically everything that I watched. I also did watch some Queer Eye, but then it was making me cry too much.
Oh my God, I've cried during that too.
It was so weird because I would like cry, but it was never like sad things. It was always like happy for them, but then it made me feel sad. Oh. So I was like, I can't watch this anymore.
Why did it make you feel sad if they're happy?
No idea.
Oh. Interesting. Well, you are
on
New
birth
Year
control. Emotional release.
Yeah, your birth control's all fucked up. Maybe.
Yeah, but I was talking to Caro about it too. She's like, I can only really watch like one episode at a time, and I was like, wait, like I watched and then I cried and then like I felt like sad, not like happy. And she's like, I feel the same.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I also watch. Do you watch Search Party?
No.
Started the new season, and I will say it's really weird. I feel like there's so many like cult things happening.
Oh. Like, is it a cult show or something?
It wasn't until this season. And like, we've probably watched like 4 episodes and I was like, I can't watch any more of this right now.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
It's a good show too. That's basically all I did this weekend. Another hour-long TV.
This one was shorter. I feel like some people were going crazy with our last one.
Really?
So yeah. I mean, I was looking at the comments on the video and there were some people that were like, I don't watch any of the TV. So they really like wanted
was it YouTube
timestamps.
Comments?
Well, yeah, because I don't really know.
Yeah.
Like.
I didn't know if it was like Patreon people.
Oh, no. But I mean, I get it. Like if I didn't watch any of the shows, I'd be like, can you like put timestamps? So I put timestamps on the last one. So maybe I'll continue doing that just because, yeah. But like that was a very heavy, like that was literally like almost an hour of us talking about specific shows. So like I get it if you're not interested.
Totally.
So yeah, I'll put timestamps on this too.
Okay, well, we can do a little This Day in Hist.
Okay.
Put a timestamp on that because everyone hates that too.
People hate that? This Day in History?
No, just people who comment on YouTube.
Oh, I haven't seen that before.
Really?
I don't think so.
Oh, girl.
But people really like Am I the Asshole? So that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad
No,
you guys
people
like
have
that.
literally been like, don't do this day in history.
Well, no, that's like my favorite thing.
Yeah, no.
It's like, sorry, but like we have
love
to.
it.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting.
I do too. I think every week it's like, oh, what?
You must be Gen Z if you don't like it.
Yeah. Or 90. I don't know.
Okay. So, this one. Lizzie McGuire
Premiered.
came out this day.
Oh. In 2002.
Ooh, 2001.
Oh, that was, I swear to God, I think I'm telepathic. That was in my head. I was like, 2001. I was like, I'll do 2002.
Like, I can't believe that seems like
No, that's
so long ago.
like, what grade were we
10.
in?
We were 10 years old.
That is fucking
I don't know what the grades,
crazy.
how the grades were.
I don't know the grades. I just know.
Third?
Maybe.
No, I know like fifth.
Oh, is it? I have no fucking
I
idea.
think third grade, you're like 6, 7 first, 7, 8 second, 9, 10, probably like fourth or fifth grade.
Okay. That tracks. 2001.
Isn't that crazy?
That like people wish they were in 2001 now. Like the styles.
Oh my God,
and
I know.
everything. Like it's crazy that we grew up Y2K.
Yeah, like we are full 90s. Like we were born in
Yes.
1991.
Yeah, like
it's
grew
like
up in
annoying
the
to me
90s.
when like the Gen Zers who were born at like the end of the 90s are like 90s baby. I'm like, no,
No, yeah.
you don't get to claim that.
Yeah. It's like Taylor saying she's an 80s girl. Like you was an
Totally.
89 girl. I don't think
Yes.
she's ever said that, but
That's such a good
it's the same.
example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Because it's like, okay, technically, yeah, but like you don't remember.
Or like if you're born in 2009, I was a 00 girl. I don't know what they say. 2000.
Yeah, 2000s.
2000. But
Well,
like,
wouldn't all of them be?
I think so. That's why I don't know if that's.
Oh yeah, how do you say that?
If you were born between 2000 and 2010, like what do you say? The 2000s? Because if you're born in like 2015, what do you say?
20.
Like, I don't know. That's so weird because it's so easy to say 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 90s.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're just too dumb. I have no idea. Or maybe they don't say it like that because now it's the 20s again. So
They're calling it the 20s?
I would assume. I'm sure like.
But that gets so confusing because then what about the actual 20s?
Because I think like.
We're just going to forget about the 20s?
Well, no, but I feel like context. If you're like 20 years old in 2041, it's like, I was born in the 20s. It's like, oh, obviously you mean 2020. But I don't know. Maybe they just say 2020s.
That's what I would say.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's so interesting to think about.
Because
Because I'm like, wait, what were they saying like 1880s? Were they calling it the 80s?
No, exactly. I don't know.
Guys, if you're a historian
my mind is boggled.
or whoever it would be that would do that work, please let us know.
Whoever it
like,
would be.
I would just be like, I was born in 2009.
But like, I'm a 90s baby.
Like,
what do you
I would say
say
I was born in 91. Like I wouldn't say 1991.
Right. So like,
I was born in 15.
yeah, you're so right because there's so many other decades with the
know.
same verbiage.
Yeah. How do you do it? How do you say it? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I think they probably just said like 20s, 30s, 40s, and it just made sense context wise.
Yeah.
But I guess it's like if you're teaching history and you're like, well, in the 20s this happened. It's like, okay, well, which one? But like for us, we just assume it's 1920. You know, we wouldn't like if you say the 20s, you're thinking 1920. You're not thinking 18 or 17.
No, because I feel like they called it like the 1870. Like
Maybe that's what it does. Maybe it like changes over. You know, like in the 1880s, in the 1890s, I've heard that.
What do you say though for the night for between 1900 and 1910? The tens?
The early 1900s. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never heard anyone say that.
I don't know. I feel like it's just like 1904.
Yeah.
The 1900s. I don't know. That's so interesting. Like these are things I'm like actually interested in because I'm like, oh, I never think about
the
it.
20s,
and
the 30s,
obviously
the 40s,
there's
the 50s,
somebody who like labels these.
The tens? Like that doesn't sound right.
I don't know. Your last two brain cells trying to figure out decades.
For fucking real.
I don't know. What is it?
I refuse to believe that they're now relabeling the...
I mean, I think it's like a joke right now where it's like, we're in the 20s again, but I think we'll just have to see.
Where are people saying this? TikTok?
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah, all over. Like, I've seen it.
Who's
like,
saying
no,
it? Like
I've,
Gen Zs?
No, I mean, I've seen tweets that are like, I can't believe we're going to be in the 20s. Like, it'll be the 20s again. Like, it's a pretty known thing.
I think that's dumb.
Why?
Because I would be like, if like... I don't know. To me, it's just like confusing. Like the 20s are the 20s.
I agree, but
like Great Gatsby.
Right, but I think they're saying it in a way where it's like, oh, it's like technically the 20s again.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
But like I think that we should just call it 2020.
That's fair.
That's my opinion, and that's where I'm standing.
And I'm sticking to it.
Because when you say it that way, that means we're old.
Exactly. That's why it's scary. Yeah. But it's kind of cool. Like, oh, we're in the 20s.
Yeah, but it's like different.
I know it is different, but like I'm sure people felt that way in like 1920 when they're used to 1820.
Yeah, but were they calling it the 20s in 1820? That's what I'm saying.
I want to look it up, but
like I feel like it has to be specific.
Should I look it up? Do you think people would want to know this?
I don't care if anyone else wants to know. I want to know.
Okay, I'll Google. Did they call 1820s the 20s? Let's see.
We're in the 20s again. It just has such a different meaning.
Pronounced. Okay. Oh, sorry. I typed in 30s, not 20s.
Like I get the context and I understand and it makes sense. However, I refuse to believe that will be our
future.
Our future and the way we...
Okay. I don't know if this... Oh, sorry. Did I cut you off?
No. Sorry, I was just trying to like talk while you were looking. Okay, so there wasn't blank space.
Okay. So I don't know if this is going to answer the question, but this is the first thing I see. It normally refers to a period of time such as a decade, 10 years, or a century... or a century, 1900s, 90s. Before the 1920s, were the 1820s called the 20s? The 1920s, pronounced 1920s, was a decade of the Gregorian calendar that began on January 1st, 1920 and ended on December 31st, 1929. Okay, that did not answer anything that I just asked.
I guess it just means that these are not the 20s because there was no Gregorian calendar.
Maybe. Oh, wait, I found it on Reddit.
There's a Hype House calendar.
A Hype House calendar. Oh, okay, wait. Someone said, I've been doing some research here in Australia, reading archived local newspapers dated. See, this is who we need. Dated 1850s to 1900, a few including local histories and obituaries. They definitely said the 20s, 30s, 40s, 70s. I would be surprised if this is a unique thing to Australia. Okay, so at least that gives us some sort of answer.
It was unique.
Interesting.
It was unique to Australia.
Aaron, I think you're gonna have to let this one go.
I'm just not going to be saying like we're in the 20s.
No, I think you will eventually.
No, because if you think,
I mean, not right now, but like later on, it'll be like, oh, in the 20s, okay, like we started our podcast.
No, because you'll have to be specific because we lived through like growing up learning that was the 20s to us. Like imagine your grandchildren reading history books and they're learning about the 20s.
Sure. But I'm saying I think it'll make sense to us when there's like context involved. If you're talking about like, oh, Carly and I started our podcast in the 20s when it's like 1980 or 2072 or something. It'll be like, oh, obviously she means 2020s. I think it'll be very normalized as the world moves on.
I'm never conforming.
We'll check back in 30 years and see. I'm not opposed. So I think it's really interesting. I get what you're saying, though. Like, it is confusing, but I don't think it really is with context because the 20s was so long ago. It's not like it was 20 years ago.
That's what I said. Like, I understand why it makes sense. I just think it's stupid and I'm not going to conform.
Oh, got it. Makes sense.
Because I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna refer to it's just so weird because in my mind there's like a clear vision of what the 20s are, of what the 30s are, of what the 40s are.
And same
so when it's like 2090 and I'm talking about the 90s, I would never say the 90s. I won't be alive then, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
By the new 90s.
You're doing it now. You're already doing it.
Well, no, I'm just
I know.
For context of the podcast.
Again, context matters.
It's just like so weird to think about.
Okay, we need to move on.
Do we?
I mean, we don't. I think this podcast could be 2 hours. I just don't know with ad placements if it's like in the wrong spots. That's the only thing I wonder about.
That's true. Well, another thing that came out in the year 2001 is the iconic movie Save the Last Dance.
Never saw it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'll watch it.
Podcast is over. We're quitting. The 20s are done. That's what I'm going to tell my grandchildren. Yeah, we started and ended our podcast in the 20s.
In the same year.
Oh my God, what?
I don't think I've seen it. I mean, it could be something I saw when I was little and like forgot. I don't like go back and watch movies, but I'm starting to.
Oh my God, that's not one that's when you see.
Okay.
That's when you've...
Sorry.
Oh my God.
I'll try to see it.
We need to make like a list of all the movies that you haven't seen and that'll just be your homework. I can't.
You know what I think happened? I think I wasn't watching these movies because I was really watching so many Disney original movies.
Yeah, I was watching Disney original movies too.
I know. I just think I was like consumed by that and just, I don't know. I just like wasn't raised in an environment where we like watch movies.
Got it.
It's so weird. Not weird, but like.
We got to get your culture.
I know.
I mean, pop culture up.
I know.
That's why, like, during this day in history, I always look specifically for things that I think you would know.
Thank you.
There's actually today, a shit ton of people's birthdays, but I was like, okay, I have to pick like ones that Carly will at least know.
Oh, we can say them for other people.
Yeah, but I feel like it would be less fun because then we won't be like super engaged.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
Like, I feel bad for that person if like you don't know their birthday.
Oh, that's true. Like probably half the people that you see.
No, I know. Fuck, I can't believe you have never seen Save the Last Dance. You got to go home and watch it.
What's the plot? Is it prom?
No.
Okay, never mind. Just move on. Move on. Time is ticking.
Oh, boy.
Because in my head, my head, it's about a prom night. And it's like a couple who've been dating for a long time and they like went through a rough patch. And she's like, well, if you really love me, you'll save the last dance at prom. And then it's like a whole peak at the end. That's what the movie is to me. Am I close?
Do you want me to read you the plot of the actual movie?
Please.
It's... Oh, boy.
We're ending our podcast.
We're
ending our podcast after this. That's a good clickbait title. Ending our podcast.
You're literally gonna be like, oh my god. See the Last Dance plot. Sarah, Julia Stiles, iconic queen, which is funny because she is also in 10 Things I Hate About You, where like prom was a big plot line.
Yeah. Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Is moved from a small Midwestern town to the south side of Chicago, where her mother dies in a car accident and must live with
already
her
very
father.
different.
She soon falls for an African-American teenager at her new high school, and he has less than an idyllic past. They share a love for dance, ballet, and hip hop respectively, and together they tackle the problems that go with interracial relationships.
Wow. I was pretty close.
No, I feel like for 2001 too, it was like a really good
like informational, like race.
Yes.
Yeah. It does sound really good.
It's all right. A phenomenal movie.
I will put it on my list.
Now I want to rewatch it.
All right. Well, maybe we'll watch it.
Oh boy. Okay.
Try to
move on from prom.
Let's try to continue this if you can.
Okay. Birthdays. We'll do a little quick. So we have Zayn Malik. How old do you think Zayn is?
26.
Oh, wow. He's 29.
Oh, okay.
I always forget he's like a little older than the rest of the boys.
Yeah, I don't know. I assumed he was.
And then Jeffrey Bezos.
52.
Oh my God.
Is that right?
No.
60.
He's 58.
Oh.
For some reason, I thought he was older, but he's
Jeffrey
a fucking loser.
Bezos.
And I stand his wife. And then, so sadly...
That's your Amazon packages are at the door.
I didn't order them.
Yeah, but you use Amazon.
And then... Naya Rivera, it's her birthday, or it would be her birthday.
Yeah.
So sad. She would be 35 today, which is just so devastating. Howard Stern.
How old?
68.
Wow.
I thought he was older for some reason, but go off.
I think because he's been around forever.
This one shocked me. So Dina from Jersey Shore.
Yes.
How old would you say she is?
I don't know, 35, 37.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right.
Oh, okay.
And like all of them are. For some reason, I thought they were like 40. Like Snooki's 34 years old. Like she's 4 years older than us.
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense.
Like, isn't that crazy?
Because weren't we in high school when that started?
Yes.
I mean, I guess it makes sense then. Because they're like early 20s.
Break,
yeah.
But like,
it's weird when you get older and realize you're closer in age with some people that seemed like they were a lot older than you at the time.
I think that was exactly
it's like Soulja Boy.
Yeah. Oh, our age.
Yeah. Like, wow. We're in middle school.
Literally made no sense. But yeah, that one like really rocked my world.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck. Because they all have like kids and shit.
Yeah. It's really weird when you get older and it's like, oh, they're only like 3 years older than me.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
I was like, that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
I was like doing homework watching you like
use a smush room.
Yeah. Very weird. Okay, but before we get into the celeb news, we'll do our last ad read from Native, which I am so excited about. We are Native stans in this house.
Yes.
I've been using this deodorant for like probably like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, we both. I'm literally using it, like wearing it right now. It is the only deodorant I buy.
Same. Also, like didn't even know they were sending us stuff, and I was so excited because
it's the scent that I use.
Same.
So I was like, well,
one of them. Yeah.
And
then they sent like vanilla. A eucalyptus, I believe it was called. Really yummy smelling.
I was nervous. I was like, it's gonna smell like a plant, and when I smelled it, it's so good. It doesn't smell like a plant.
That one smells. It reminds me of like a unisex scent almost. Yes, like I feel like it could be really good for men.
Totally agree.
Women. But I use the vanilla one.
Me too. I am like coconut vanilla.
Yes, it is truly like the best.
If you guys could smell my pits right now, you'd be like, I'm buying it right now.
Yeah. You'd be like, let me smell your pits. Okay, for most people, the new year means rethinking how they take care of themselves. Native makes it easy to switch to a personal care brand that makes all their products with simple ingredients. Native cares about the products that you put on your body. They're all about stopping the stink the right way. That's the Native difference. Native's coconut and vanilla scented aluminum-free deodorant has been a customer favorite for years. It's mine. And now Native is on a mission to overhaul your entire hygiene routine. They create products that are made with simple ingredients like shea butter and coconut oil so you can smell great all day long. Native deodorant checks a lot of boxes. Aluminum-free, 24-hour odor protection, 0 residue on skin application, and over 10 scents to choose from. Now is the time to treat yourself with Native. If you visit their site, you'll find not just deodorant, but body wash, bar soap, toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner, and sunscreen. Everything you need to take your self-care to the next level. This year, up your personal hygiene routine with Native. Go to nativedeo.com/OnlyFriends or use promo code OnlyFriends at checkout and get 20% off your first order. Oh my God. That's Native.
I know.
DEO.
It's a deal.
Yeah. DEO.com/OnlyFriends or use promo code OnlyFriends at checkout for 20% off your first order. Like literally run there.
That's a big percentage off.
Yeah. And I've used like other natural deodorants and none hold up to this. Native,
no.
Like I would just get this one.
I was like shocked when I used it for the first time. I was like, wait, this actually really works. I feel like most natural clean deodorants, like I smell like BO in 3 hours.
Yes. And you literally just smell like you're like a walking candle.
Yeah.
Like a warm, yummy candle.
No, like the coconut vanilla one that we use.
So good.
And we're not even saying this because it's an ad. Like genuinely, we've used it for like years.
Oh my God. Yeah. When we got like the email that was like Native booked spots, I was like, yes!
I know. I was like, thank God. Like I love when it's something you've already used.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, I already support this so much.
Yeah, we stand.
Yeah.
Go get Native. Okay, so for some celeb news, 2022.
It's starting off rough.
It's so sad, you guys. Bob Saget passed away. He was a stand-up comedian and actor beloved for his role as Danny Tanner on the 90s sitcom Full
Let's
House.
Be clear, the 1990s, not the 1890s.
Died on Sunday at the age of 65. Florida's Orange County Sheriff's Office said Saget was found dead in an Orlando hotel room, adding, detectives found no signs of foul play or drug use in this case. This is so sad.
It is so sad and so like jarring.
I know. He's like a year younger than my parents.
Yeah.
And it's so sad. Like, I was seeing people posting like yesterday, like literally it was like 17 hours ago. He posted something on Instagram because he just started touring again and was like, I'm so excited. I feel so good. Oh. It was like this huge long paragraph about how happy he was and how good it felt to be in front of people again. And then he literally fucking died.
Like, and we don't know how at all.
No, I wonder if like he had a heart attack.
I know. I
was
thinking that too. Well, also they said like, and I don't want to like accuse him. Yeah, but they said that there was no signs of drug use, but they didn't do like that was just in the room.
Totally.
So like, who knows? Like, I hope it's not that.
The second that I saw the headline where it was like a hotel room, I just feel like it
always is a hotel room, I feel like, and that's the problem. But
where people are doing like drugs. When I saw that, I was like, fuck no. But then I read it and they said it wasn't, and I was like, well, that's good. But it's so sad. I mean,
they come in threes. Who's the third?
Hopefully someone not good.
Yeah.
I know, Betty.
Sad.
But like hers, she was an old woman. This one is like
this
really
was like
sad.
It's really a lot more jarring. I feel like with Betty White, and I don't want this to be taken the wrong way, but when I saw that she had passed, I was like, oh, like like it made sense. I was like, she's 99, like she lived an amazing long life. But Bob 100%. Saget, obviously it's still sad, but like with Bob Saget, it's like, holy shit, like
he's a young man.
It's just like when someone dies younger like that, it's just always a shock.
For no reason.
Yeah,
like,
just suddenly.
Yeah, especially if he's like a healthy man, he's like on tour and like doing all of these things, and it's just like really freaky when
I know.
I wonder when they'll release like what happened.
Yeah, after the autopsy, I guess.
So sad.
I know.
It's crazy because it was one of those things where like TJ, it was, do you remember when Kobe Bryant died and it was just like speculating? Like people, like it was like TMZ posted something, but it was never like confirmed right away. And then everyone online was just like, wait, is this happening? Is this happening? Like it wasn't confirmed. It was like we have reports.
Right.
That's what this felt like to me because TJ, he was like, I forget how it was worded, but it was like, rumor has it Bob Saget died. And I was like, what? I was like, no way.
Yeah, I know. It's
and
like,
then
you don't
like
want to
it
believe
started
it.
like flooding in and I was like, holy fuck, that is so awful and so sad.
I will say I feel like TMZ is mostly spot on. Like I don't think I've noticed. I mean, when I see they've said something, it's usually like pretty true.
Up of them to have posted that Kobe Bryant stuff.
Oh, the Kobe thing, yes, but when I saw the Bob Saget was from TMZ, I was like, okay.
I know, it's awful.
I know.
How do they like get all this information?
I don't know.
Like
I have no fucking idea. Like, do they have
Florida?
spies in like hospitals? Like, what do you mean? I don't get it.
It's crazy. Well, rest in peace, Bob. You lived a great life and you are just a funny, funny man.
Yeah.
He was so good on Entourage. Did you ever watch that?
No.
Oh my God. He was so fucking funny in that show. It's because in like Full House, he's this like very like normal, family friendly dad, like no cursing. And then on Entourage, he's like this guy who just like fucks a bunch of girls and like is constantly doing drugs.
It's like shocking.
Yes. Like I remember when I first watched the show, I was like, what? Danny Tanner, what are you doing? But I was like, oh, he's so funny. Okay. Next celebrity news. This is specifically for Carly.
Oh, thank you.
Clay Aiken is running for Congress again.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep.
That is so funny because I saw him tweet something last night about like his music. I do, and I replied and I go, so true, bestie. I don't remember what his tweet was, but it was like, I've had fans for and he does follow me on Instagram.
Well, honestly, you know what? There goes my vote.
So honestly, same. He didn't like my tweet. Like, goodbye. Wait, is he Democrat or Republican?
Democrat.
I would assume so.
Okay,
but
so look at him. He's like a full.
So hot.
Cotton Q-tip.
I know. I've loved him for so long.
So he's running in North Carolina. Apparently he's run before and he did not win.
Oh, that's right. I knew he was in politics, but I didn't know what.
So it says that former American Idol runner-up Clay Aiken launched a run for Congress in North Carolina Monday. I tried looking like, are you running for Senate or like House of Representatives? Like, what is it? And I couldn't figure it out. So,
president.
Unsure.
If he was running for president, I would lose my mind.
Could you imagine?
I was invisible.
I wish our president was invisible. Marking the second time the singer has run for Congress after previously losing a general election in the state in 2014.
First he loses American Idol and then the election. Like, could his life get any worse?
Poor Clay. But it says Aiken is a strong Democrat who wants to give a voice to those who want to bring sanity and civility back to the political conversation. His campaign website notes. The website said Aiken is in favor of progressive policies on issues like climate change, systemic racism, income inequality, gun violence, voting rights, abortion, and healthcare. So, like, honestly, based on this, like, we should move to North Carolina.
I'm going to
become a resident just so we can vote for him because, like, North Carolina is like a Republican state, right?
I don't know.
Like,
it kind of seems like it, but I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it is.
And like, I have so much guilt because I never really voted for him for American Idol, so I feel like I really owe it to him to like vote for Congress.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like a number we can text to win the election.
1-800-IDOL Congress.
Yeah. So
okay, go off. Thank you so much for reading that to me.
I know.
I like assumed he was running for something, but like I'm not that deep into it that I really cared to look it up.
Yeah, it was so funny. I was like looking at TMZ for some news, and then I like couldn't find anything, and I knew that Bob Saget was like pretty much the big headline of the day. And so then I went onto Twitter, and it was like Clay Aiken on the side like, under like topics you may like, and I was like, shut the fuck up.
Topics I may love.
Yeah. It says if elected, Aiken would be the first openly gay congressman from the South.
Oh my God, I love that.
He needs to win.
He needs to win, but I guess he ran before and didn't freaking win, which is so sad.
I know, but I feel like it's because it's a Republican state and he's a Democrat.
Oh.
But let me see. Let
me see what he tweeted.
North Carolina.
Oh, he said, he tweeted, no one has fans or supporters who are as amazing and loyal as mine, period. And I said, period, bestie. And you know what? He didn't even care to like it, so I don't know. We'll see if he has my vote.
Wait,
what are you looking for?
Oh, Trump wins North Carolina.
Okay. So they're probably red state.
Oh. Oh, yeah. They're red.
Red Kingdom.
All those TikToks just remind me of the people who are going to get COVID tests
I know.
in like counties that are
red.
all red.
It's so funny.
Because they're obviously not going to CVS to buy COVID tests.
Well, some people said that I did that and like there's still none.
It's so probably like, because everyone is getting on the TikTok
yeah,
trend.
I know.
Keep it private if you don't want people to steal it.
I guess.
That is all the celeb news that I really have for today.
Okay, that's good. I mean, we're already like a long ass podcast, which I know you guys really like, which like I don't mind either. I think the ad, I don't know, because our ad placements is usually like 15, 30, 45% of the podcast. And like, obviously it's very off, but like, whatever.
Just chatting with your besties.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I think we've been on about the 20s for too long.
I know. I'm already like picturing the TikTok out of it.
Yeah, really sticking to my guns on this one.
I know.
On my like deathbed. I'll never say it's the 20s.
And I'm like pulling the plug. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You do you, I guess. Okay.
I can't believe you're just sitting here giving your feet away for free. Do you know how much money you can make off of
You
these?
can't. No, I already checked. You can't even see it.
Good. I can't see from this angle.
Should I start an OnlyFans for my feet? Guys, let me know. Okay, I swore I had 2, but I guess I only have 1.
I have 1.
Okay, so I'll do 1 and then you do 1.
Great. Mine's like pretty long too.
Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend not to be his best friend's best man in his wedding? Ooh. I, 26 female, have been with my boyfriend, 27 male, for 2 years. We recently found out we are expecting a baby and we're both excited about it. He has a best friend, 27 male, that got engaged to his fiance, 24 female, over the summer and they plan on getting married in May. He asked my boyfriend to be the best man. They've known each other since childhood. Seems pretty good so far, right? Like spot on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So far, I don't like her.
Why?
Because
she told him not to?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see if it changes.
All right. Now here's a conflict. The fiance and I had a falling out last year. We used to be really close, but she pulled a complete 180 on me and went behind my back. When I confronted her about it back then, she looked completely confused and asked what she did and how she can fix it. I wanted to believe her, but I felt that she should have known already why I was mad at her. My boyfriend is still close to both his best friend and the fiance to this day since he's known them before dating me. He mentioned that he could bring me to the wedding in case something happens with my He mentioned he could bring me to the wedding in case something happens with my pregnancy. I told him that I wasn't going to sit through and watch someone who betrayed me celebrate love. My boyfriend understood that, but he told me that being the best man was very important to him. I lost it and told him that if he's going to be in the wedding, then he shouldn't be his best man and should prioritize me and the baby. He dropped the conversation after that. I told some of my friends this and they thought the pregnancy is important for him to be attentive to. I should move on from the drama and let him be there for his best friend's big day. I still stand firm because it'd be awkward with his fiance if I went and his best friend can find someone else to be the best man. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
She goes, edit. Since I forgot to add this, people came to me and said that the fiance talked behind my back. So I don't know what the hell that means, but
like,
I mean, this is like so childish.
You're literally 7.
And it's like, okay, if the fiance was like, how can I fix this? She obviously like wants to do well. Like she wants to do good.
And you're literally being so petty. You should know what you did to me.
Yeah.
Like you're the fucking problem.
Yeah. And
you're
like,
the asshole for so many more reasons.
Yeah.
Like you were the asshole in that situation. You're the asshole in making your husband choose between you and your family, which he obviously loves, and his best friend since childhood. Like you've known him for 2 years.
Yeah, she's off her rocker.
Head out of your
it's
fucking
just
ass.
Obviously she's an asshole. I saw the title, so I screenshot it.
Oh my god!
But, get yourself together. Like you're having a child. Like you're gonna act more immature than your baby.
No, truly,
100%.
I was gonna say like, well, maybe she has like some pregnancy hormones, but it seems as though she was like behaving ridiculously prior to like being pregnant.
No excuse for this behavior.
Absolutely the asshole. I would love to read the replies on this because I can only imagine she's getting annihilated. Like in no way, shape, or form is that behavior like acceptable, and you are absolutely the asshole.
Yeah.
It's funny too, like you didn't even mention what the girl said, so I could only imagine it's probably because it's not even that bad and you're too embarrassed to actually tell people why you're fighting. She probably can't even remember why she got into like a fight with her. She didn't even get into a fight. She just decided to not like her, and then the girl didn't even know what happened.
Yeah, so like that's on her.
Wow, I'm embarrassed for you. Grow up.
Yeah, you're the asshole. Have fun with your baby that you're gonna be more immature than.
Yeah. You loser baby.
Your stupid loser baby.
Honestly, like I feel bad for this guy. Like I'm happy that they're excited for the baby, but like now he's kind of just trapped and like has to stay with this
nightmare of a person.
Nightmare lady.
Yeah. Agreed.
Wow, that's sad. Okay. I screenshotted this one. I don't think that I read this last week.
Okay. I'll let you know.
But it's been in my notes since probably like 3 podcasts ago.
Yeah, we kept cutting them short.
Yeah. So this was a Christmas one, but I think it's still like a good one. So am I the asshole for not packing my husband's bags so he could go spend Christmas with his family without me? Unfamiliar?
Yeah, no, we haven't done it. I was just thinking about like, what?
Yep. I, female 30, have been with my husband, Ted, male 34, for 4 years, and we got married 2 years ago. His family and I haven't really gotten along too well. They're rich and are all about image. I only see them on occasions, but that's when the drama is at its highest rate. Last Christmas, Ted and I traveled to spend Christmas with them, and it was awkward for some reason. After we went back to the hotel, his mom sent me a list of all the things I've done wrong at her house, like bringing the wrong types of desserts and wearing inappropriate clothes. I wore a blouse and a leather jacket.
It's the mom's son.
Yeah. And not standing up when guests arrived.
Okay.
This year.
Do they live in England?
Yeah. Or like, oh, God.
A castle?
This year is your mother-in-law Queen Elizabeth?
Yeah, like who are these people? You don't stand up. Like, shut the fuck up.
I know. This year, my mother-in-law only sent an invitation to Ted to spend Christmas with the family. He told me his mom didn't invite me because of my last year's negative points and would rather have just him there this year. I was flabbergasted. I asked if he was actually considering going after his mom excluded me, and he shrugged and said yes because he never spent Christmas away from his family in his entire life and isn't about to break the cycle now. He suggested I go out, invite Regina, my best friend, over, or just plan my own celebration, and said, but nothing too crazy. Capiche? I was upset, but hey, if they don't want me, then I shouldn't force it and try to not feel hurt and offended. Yesterday, Ted came home asking if his bags were ready since it was time to go. I said, I don't know, and he was stunned. He freaked out, saying, I knew he was going to travel to his hometown and I should have packed his bags like I always do. I admit that packing his bags is what I do, but only when we're traveling together. And I figured since he was traveling on his own, then he should pack them himself. He lost it, saying, I just caused him to be late and ruined all the arrangements, like the flight, hotel, and other reservations he had, just because I was being bitter because I wasn't invited to Christmas celebration with his family. We had a heated argument and he said, look, you are really overreacting right now because it's not like I'm going away on vacation to another country to spend time with some strippers and whatnot, though I'm pretty certain you wouldn't be as half pissed and agitated as you are now. I'm just going to spend time with my family, and quite frankly, I don't know what it is with you anymore. Then proceeded to call me petty and say I got him in trouble and punished him by not packing his bags for knowing he was going to travel. He packed his bags in a rush and ended up forgetting most of the gifts he got for his family. He's now not speaking to me. Am I the asshole? Okay, edit. I found out that it's not just my mother-in-law, but father-in-law, Ted's brothers figured it would be best that I don't attend their Christmas and instead go to my own family, claiming they were giving me the options to decide. And also they claimed they don't want to force me to be with them since we have some tension. Edit 2. Ted said this is all temporary until his family and I get used to adapt with each other. This is like
nutty to me.
Unless get out of the marriage.
What?
You need to like leave this marriage.
I mean, it's like, okay, unless her husband is 9, like he is 100% the asshole for like so many reasons.
Yeah. If I wasn't invited to TJ's Christmas and he left me to be by myself and was like
by yourself, it's not like you had like your own family to go to either.
Divorce.
Yeah, I mean, that's
immediate divorce. I'd be like, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, and it's like the whole context of it all. And like he's going because they don't, or he's not going, but like she can't go because they don't like her and he's still going. Like if it was a different situation where like she had her own thing, like sure, but like and him being like, you didn't pack my bags, like what is it, the fucking 1940s? Like no, she didn't pack the 1940s.
It's
or the 1840s.
It's I don't know if they had bags then.
That's true.
Probably.
Burlap sacks. I don't
know. It's so crazy to me though how he's just like so blasé. Like to him, it's just like whatever. It's no big deal. You could just hang out with your friends. It's like it's Christmas.
Yeah.
And like, what do you mean you've never spent Christmas away from your family? Like she's your family now. You married her.
Yes.
She's your family, and you're literally abandoning her on Christmas to go be with your family who doesn't respect your wife. Like
yeah, there's so many things weird and wrong with this situation.
Yeah, it seems like they are just like so wealthy that they don't. It's like it reminds me so much of one of those families that's just like the son's like the mama's boy.
Yes.
And like he just like she's probably like a stay-at-home wife.
She's
and like he just
never live up
expects
to my
her to do
expectations.
everything for him. And he makes like a lot of money and probably has a trust fund. And like he just like needs to be there with his mummy.
It's just gross. And the fact that he's just so like,
I would love to know what he looks like.
You should go do your thing, but like nothing too crazy. Like, I'm sorry, who are you to like tell her how crazy she can be when you're fucking leaving her to go to a family that doesn't even like her, and she's your wife? They're married, right?
Yes, for 2 years.
So like, get over yourself.
And oh my God, he's so patronizing too. Like, it's not like I'm going to be hanging out with strippers, but honestly, you'd think it would be better if I was like to be with my family.
Shut up. Like, you need to just fucking leave.
Could you imagine? I feel like if roles were reversed, he would probably murder her.
Probably. That'd be a crazy Lifetime movie.
If I'm leaving you for the weekend to go be with or however long, I can imagine longer than a weekend.
No, I'm sure she's never allowed to leave him. That's what it feels like.
Yes. It feels like a emotionally abusive relationship where he has like a higher power over her, and so does her whole entire family. And that's fucked up.
That's really sad.
If like, it makes me so agitated.
I know. And like, who is his family that's like all these points?
You need to stand up upon arrival of our guests.
And drink your tea.
Your dessert wasn't up to par.
Yeah, like what the fuck are you talking about?
Like if I fucked up a dessert, TJ, which I have, like let me be very clear. Like I burnt a fucking banana pudding pie and like TJ's dad still ate it and was like, good try.
I mean, yeah, it's like that's how parents are supposed to be.
Get over yourself.
Ugh, gross. They're probably, they seem
it's
like
probably
maybe
like
they're
gossip girly, you know, like Blair Waldorf's family.
Yeah.
Like very like
judgmental.
Upper East Side.
Like posh.
Yes.
Gross.
Which is, get over yourselves, truly.
That is crazy. Obviously, he's the asshole, not her. It's funny that she even thinks that she could be the asshole.
That's what's so sad. It makes me think that it's just like her way of life.
It is.
Which like being emotionally abused by your husband's whole entire family.
Yeah. And being left out of Christmas and stuff.
I couldn't imagine my husband not sticking up for me or like having my back. That's not a relationship you should be in.
No. I feel like there's a lot of relationships like, I mean, reading these a lot, it just seems like that happens.
It's so sad too because like, it just seems like they must not have anyone else to go to.
I know.
That they have to come to the internet.
Well, and like, does she not have a family she can go to? Because I feel like that would be her other option, right?
Yeah. Either way, though, still an asshole.
No, I know, but it's like even sadder.
If I were the husband, I'd be like, okay, fuck my family.
No,
then. Like,
totally.
Let's go hang out with yours.
Yeah, it's like we have family together. Like we're the family. Like we'll have Christmas.
If the mother-in-law is listening to this, you're a real bitch.
Yeah, you're a posh ass bitch. And I will never stand up.
Not the good kind. You are not Victoria Beckham. She's a real posh ass bitch.
No, she's like Jen Shaw vibes.
The mother-in-law, not Victoria Beckham.
No, the mother-in-law, yes.
Yeah.
And I will never stand up if you walk into a room, and I hope your dessert was awful.
Yeah.
And that's on that.
I would literally, if you were walking into a room and I was sitting on a chair, I would purposely get off my chair
lower.
and sit lower on the ground.
Lay down even.
Yeah. Do a
middle finger up, not pinky, middle finger up.
What was that?
Planking?
No. Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Oh my God.
I would do that.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
I would just start doing it, and then she'd be like, what's going on? I'd be like, I'm disrespecting you, bitch.
And then she'd probably mace you. She'd be like, this person's crazy.
Yeah.
I need to protect my precious life.
Oh, I hate her. Okay, well.
Well, you're welcome for this super long episode. It honestly felt good to just talk and
to release.
Get everything out. Yeah. It was one of those days where we like went and did something, and like I kept almost saying something.
Oh, no, I know. I was like, don't talk, don't say it. And then she said something. She's like, no, we won't talk about this. And I was like, no, we would have.
Well, it happens. I can't keep my mouth shut for that long.
I'm so excited. I got a new wallet. I'm going to go transfer all my cards
Just go stare at it.
Yeah. Smell it.
Should we go places so you can use it? You want to buy me like lunch or something? All right. Well, anyways, thank you so much for listening and watching. Again, we have Patreon, and this episode will go up.
Oh, we're not done.
Oh my God, that scared me so. Oh my God. You know when you almost get into a car accident, your legs start shaking? Like that's what just happened to me.
Oh, you're welcome.
I thought that, on the edge. I literally thought that something wasn't recording. That's why I was.
Well, we'll find out. Okay, well, you brought up Patreon and it made me remember.
Oh, our Whiteys.
Yes. Okay. So like Carly said,
God,
we have a Patreon. For those of you who don't know, there are 3 different tiers, meaning you get different stuff every month depending on what tier you're in. And for the Whiteys, one of the benefits is you get your name shouted out on the podcast. So we're going to take a second to thank those Whiteys. Lana Delane, Mrs. W, Chelsea Sump and Emma Hodgson. Thank you guys so much for being Patreon members. We love you. We love everyone a part of our Patreon community, our Discord community. You guys are amazing and
so much fun.
Cuties.
Yeah, it's patreon.com/onlyfriends and you'll get
a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we do 2 bonus episodes a month. We do early access to the podcast, just like random things. Yep. Sometimes photos, videos that you wouldn't see anywhere else. So that's fun. And then our audio comes out every Wednesday, wherever you listen to podcasts, and then video on our OnlyFriends YouTube channel on Thursdays. So all stacked up.
So make sure that you are following everywhere. And hope you guys have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.